Okay, let's do this video. This is video number 4 technically, but it's going to be considered number 3 because it is the third tip video. And the first one was the introduction video, talking about what depersonalization was and what my story was, my own personal story. Just make sure this is, yeah, okay. So anyway, welcome to video number 3. Yay. If you got this far, I'm gonna assume, maybe I shouldn't assume, I'm gonna hope that something that I've said here has helped you and you're looking for more tips. Let me know in the comments below if something has helped you up till now, or if you have suggestions or just anything that's helped you in general from anywhere. Anyway, moving on. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something that some people might think isn't really useful. If you're one of those people, then maybe you should just check out one of the other videos. But like I said, these videos are tips. These are things that helped me to get better. And before I go on, this might benefit empaths or highly sensitive people, or people who are able to feel like energy in their hands or feel energy around them. So, moving on, I'm going to be talking about crystals. I love crystals. Crystals are like my best friends, so yay. Like I said, if that's not for you, just click off this video and check out the other ones, okay? Alright, so I'm going to name 3 crystals in this video and what they do, how to use them, and crystal care. I'm going to try and make it short so that it's not like an hour long, but anyway, let's go ahead and hop right in. The first crystal that I'm going to talk about is one that helps me a lot when I feel panicky or foggy or depersonalized or just ungrounded, and the first one is black Tourmaline. Man, this camera on this iPhone is actually really awesome. This is a big one that I got a couple years ago, and I had a really bad panic attack like last month, and I had this in my car. I put it in my hand, I held it in my lap while I was driving because I'm a driver for a living, and I put it in my pocket. I carried it around work. I didn't care if there was a big bulge in my pocket, so it's really helped me feel grounded. It's called Black Tourmaline, if I didn't say that already, and yeah, it helps me feel more connected and grounded, and another reason people use it is for protection. So it's Black Tourmaline. You can find it at crystal shops. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Another one is jet. It's volcanic glass. You can use it for protection and grounding. Jet, there's smoky quartz. I don't have a piece of that with me right now. And there's hematite. It's a hematite. It's a hematite ring that you can just, they have these a lot. They have these at a lot of crystal shops. Hematite. And moving on, you can also just take your shoes off and go outside and stand in the grass for a little while, and it'll help you feel more grounded and less panicky. So keep that in mind. Moving on, there's also rose quartz. Rose quartz is the embodiment. Ooh, look at that. It's even got the nice color on there and everything. Rose quartz is the embodiment of unconditional love. And the way that I use this, as the embodiment of unconditional love, it's got a very gentle and loving presence, and it helped me feel love and feel those loving emotions when I was feeling numb and spaced out and having that fishbowl effect thing going on. So rose quartz, very, very pretty. I love rose quartz. Yeah, besides that, it also helped me feel more connected. And a lot of people use rose quartz to make elixirs. And how you make an elixir is you basically put crystals in water and then you drink the water. Um, yeah. So you have to be careful which ones you put in water because some can be water soluble and then you'll be drinking the crystal. You have to be careful with small crystals, and I don't often make elixirs because some people say that if you leave it in water long enough, it'll start to leach stuff out of the stone into the water and you're not sure what you're drinking. So you can also make an elixir, take the crystal and like tape it to the outside of the glass, and that can help radiate what the crystal energy into the water. You can drink the water that way. That's a safer way to do it. And they also have these it's like a long glass thing, and it's got stones in a bulb in the bottom, and you can use that to put in a pitcher of water, and the stones in the bulb radiate out into the water. No.
I'm holding her.
So anyway, some people prefer to wear rose quartz on jewelry. And the best way that I think that you can get the benefits from these stones altogether, hands down, is to meditate with them. All you could do, it's like, it doesn't have to be like super complicated. Just hold it comfortably in your hands or in your lap or wherever. Close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. If you're not one who's used to meditating, it might be hard for you to focus, so it might take you a little while to get into that space where you can talk to your crystal. So what I suggest with the meditation, once you get to the point where you can focus, is to listen to the messages that your stones are sending you, or you can absorb their positive energy, or you can put your issue into the crystal. Then just think about it while you're holding the crystal, have the intention of the issue coming from you and going into the crystal, and then do that and see how it helps you. So there is that. Just whatever you do, just make sure that you are open to the energy exchange, okay? Alright, at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about a little bit more crystal care, which is going to help you get the biggest benefit from these crystals. So there is that. The last crystal I suggest is clear quartz. Clear quartz, I've got a lot of clear quartz. Can you see that? See if I can get, oh yeah, the focus. Clear quartz. Let me see, maybe a different piece will do better. Oh, come on, maybe. Clear quartz. I am a big fan of clear quartz, if you can't tell. So anyway, clear quartz is a good all-purpose stone. You can pretty much use it for anything. It's just that awesome. What I suggest you do is to use a piece of quartz that you were drawn to, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, and put your intention into it, and then just carry it around with you wherever you go. You can put it in your pocket, your pocketbook, your inside your shirt, just as long as you're carrying it along with you, so you can get that all day long energy exchange from it, okay? Having crystals around is a really good long-term strategy for your own health, overall health. It has been for me anyway. And I like to have them with me at all times, or if they're not with me, either nearby. So, like in my car, that kind of thing. And I have seen a benefit from them. And I think I started because I was researching how to get better from Depersonalization and Derealization, and then I came across crystals, and I was like, okay, I'll try that. I'm kind of desperate right now anyway, so yay. That's what happened there. So, crystal care. I said I was gonna give you a little bit on crystal care so you can get the biggest benefit out of your crystals. So, let me see. Do I have... I don't have selenite with me, do I? Just give me 1 second and I'll get it. Alright. So this is selenite. I would also suggest you get you a piece of this. Selenite is a very high vibration, very gentle crystal. It doesn't hold on to negative energy. And you can just hold it too, and it'll help you break up some of that stuff that is sitting just in your nervous system, and it'll help move it out too. But the reason why I got this was because we're talking about crystal care, and what you need to do before you start using the crystal that you bought is cleanse it. And since selenite doesn't hold on to anything, you can just put whatever crystal you bought on the selenite and leave it for however long. I would suggest at least 8 hours, and then you can, it's cleared, the crystal itself is cleared, and you can start using it for your own purposes, and you won't get any other stuff like from people who picked it up in the store or whatever. So first thing you need to do is cleanse the crystal, and as you're selecting your crystal, I want you to be open, and whichever crystal draws to you the strongest, that one is meant to be yours. So buy that one, and it'll probably work better for you than one that you just found somewhere randomly, that, you know, or like one that somebody else bought for you. And we're talking about cleansing them, how to choose them, and we could talk about charging them. Selenite is also good for charging. You just leave it on the selenite, and the selenite will charge the crystal, because they are their own beings, and they do need to be like us, fed. And the way to do that is to either put them on a bigger crystal and let them have that, you know, energy exchange there, or you could put them out in the sun. But you want to be careful. Like, this is smoky citrine. Smoky citrine, if you leave it out in the sun too long, will start to pretty much bleach, and it's photoreactive, so it'll end up looking like this probably eventually. And if this is also like that, so you have to research and make sure that the stone that you're trying to charge won't like bleach in the sun. So keep that in mind. You can put them out in the moonlight. That also charges them, and that's pretty safe for all of the crystals, and you can just use your intention to charge them. That's another energy exchange that can help the crystal and you probably bond a lot better. Yeah, that's just a little bit about that. And I think that's it. Why don't we just go ahead and recap this video? We talked about crystals. We talked about who crystals might benefit the most: HSPs and empaths, people who are energy sensitive. We talked about 3 crystals. We talked about black tourmaline. We talked about clear quartz. And we also talked about my dear friend here, rose quartz. We just talked about jet, hematite, smoky citrine. I think that was it. We talked about how you can get grounded in the grass by just taking your shoes off and going out there and just interacting with the earth that way. We talked about how to choose your crystals, why and how to cleanse your crystals, and we talked about how to choose them. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. I loved crystals so much that I started selling them on Etsy, and if it's not required, but if you'd like, you can go over there and you can buy clear quartz. I've got black tourmaline. I don't have any smoky quartz right now. I think I've got some selenite, and I've got some rose quartz in the shop right now. My shop is A Crystal Affair at Etsy.com. You can also, I think I got a Facebook. All that information will be down below in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope something that I said here helped you. Yeah, Musings of a Mystic, and I'll be back next week with another video in the series, okay? I love you, bye-bye.